Hello there. I know I look tired and sweaty, and that's because I am. I just went outside and ran around with the dog. It's so goddamn hot outside, even though it's extremely dark because it's late. It's like almost 9:30 p.m. But holy shit, it's hot. Anyway, let me give everybody a moment to join. I also actually open up my stream so I could see the view count. And then we'll get started. There's one. There's two. Okay. Oh, man. Long day today. Anyway, so let me check something real quick. Okay. Yes, all good. It's so weird when it's like really hot and you're sweating, but then you turn on the AC or like a fan or something, and then you get cold, but you're still sweaty. It kind of feels almost exactly like a cold sweat, like when you're sick and you have a fever and you're like both hot and cold at the same time. It's really weird. Um, Let me see. What do I want to open up? We could go through our ad campaign, see the results. Our ad campaign has been performing a little better lately, which is nice. Let's see. Yeah, and the video ad that we had was doing horribly. And I don't know if it's because of the audience or if it's because of the video. That's kind of what's annoying about it. It's hard to know what it is. Um, like the CPM is so much higher on the static image ad, but it's getting way better results. So does it matter? Not really, no. CPM is not that important of a metric. Hey, Ella what's up? Anyway, man, my overthinking has been fucking destroying me, bro. I have been suffering. I'm such an overthinker. I've been an overthinker my whole life. But like I am being thrown into so many situations right now where my brain is just going fucking haywire. It is killing me. It's extremely difficult to deal with. I've been trying really hard. Today especially, like today I thought this morning I was like, "You know what? This overthinking needs to stop. I need to fix it." So, I tried all day to combat against it. It literally feels like a never-ending mental battle. I felt better today than the previous days or the previous like couple of weeks. But God, it's like every fucking 20 or 30 minutes I have to fucking meditate almost. It's crazy. What's your age? I'm 23. Why? Man, it's brutal. It's brutal, I'll tell you that. Anyway, let me share with you our ad campaign progress. So, did we get any more form submissions today? Let me check. Yes, looks like we got one. Then the ad campaign, we currently have a cost per lead of 15 euro, which is way better than with the email campaign, so I'm not unhappy with it. We have 14 leads, but that's not accurate. It's actually more like 11 because a few of those were like fake submissions. And I turned off the video ad because the video ad was like at like a 44 euro cost per lead, which is horrendous. And the static image ad itself is at 13. So I'm gonna make some more. I made some more video ads, which I'm gonna post, and I made some more. I want to make some more static image ads, which I'm gonna post. I'll probably throw them into the same ad set because the audience seems to be good, and I'd rather test and try to improve the one that's there, that's already performing well. So that's that. What about in terms of other metrics? Link clicks is at 59. Click-through rate, link click-through rate is 1.76%, which is okay. Anything else? That's about all the important stuff. Let me see Microsoft Clarity. Anything interesting going on here? Few people on our website today. See if we could take a look at some of the analytics. Here's a guy that was on here for a whole 4 seconds. What about this guy? 17 seconds. Protected page. Where did he come from? From YouTube. Yes, that is a protected page now. That is a good point. I need to change that. I changed the link of that. I need to update this. The link for the free training is not the same anymore. I understand. Try reading. How do you even say that? Bhagavad Gita once. Read it as a psychological book. You'll find your answer. Steve Jobs, Tim Cook, Bill Gates, Oppenheimer. Recommend this Indian holy book. All right. Maybe I'll look into it at some point. I'm not religious though. You're saying it's a holy book. What's holy about it? Is it just written by a smart man? I don't know. I've done so much reading about everything. I don't know if it's the reading or if it's just like I just need to learn myself more. I don't know what it is. Hold on. Let me grab this link and here we go. Publish. I should make this a https:// There. That's fixed now. Cool. Yes. Anyway, anything else? Yeah, so that there's that fix. Microsoft Clarity is so handy. I have realized so many things that I forgot to fix because of it. Very useful. Looks like that's all the important ones. We did get a bunch of clicks, but they're like little ones. As I said, read it as a psychological book. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I will look it up, at least. Let me see here. Significant Hindu scripture, a Sanskrit text forming part of the epic Mahabharata, containing 700 verses divided into 18 chapters. All right. The dude in the picture looks like the genie from Aladdin. I'll look into it at some point, maybe. Anyway. So, what's next? What else do I have to update you on? We had our first, like, sales appointment today, and I fumbled so fucking bad. First of all, it was weird because, like, we had scheduled a call, but we didn't have a call. Like, they just kind of... I waited for, like, 10 minutes, and I decided to text them. I'm like, hey, are you going to show up to the meeting? And they just started texting. And let me see, actually. I could open the text messages and probably read them. They're not, like, There's not a lot. There's no sensitive information here or anything. So I said, hey, just thought I'd check in. Will you be joining the meeting? And they said, where are you located? And at first I was like, do they mean like where I'm based? Like where my business is? Or do they mean like, where do I go? So I went with the safe route. I was like, I'm assuming that they just don't know where to answer stuff. So I said, I can send you a link to join, or we can chat over a call here too, whichever you prefer. They said, I want to know where you're located. Are you in their city? I said, oh, you meant physical location. I'm currently in Spain. And they said, so how can you get me leads? I said, the way our service works is that the first we help you build an irresistible offer to make it as attractive as possible. Then we'd use Facebook ads to target people in your local area. We'd also build you a landing page for your website, which is designed to get leads to opt in and pre-qualify them. We would then use email marketing to send them stuff like reviews and case studies and reminders to try getting them to book with you. This is a simple overview of how it works. I said, who calls leads and books them in our calendar? I said, we would book them for you. But then I said, but first I'd need to know if this is even applicable for you. What industry are you in? I said, we are in this industry. It was like trying to keep it as vague as possible to not like give away too much information. They're in like a beauty industry. I said, okay, nice. So not really need for sales calls. So yes, we just get you the appointments. What specifically are you looking to sell more of, any service in particular? And then they just said you could check my website and send me a link to their website. I said, all right. And what's the #1 growth goal you're focused on right now? Is it getting more clients, increasing how much each client spends with you, or something else? And they said, actually, we're looking for a local marketing company who know the area well and people's demand and mentality. So we don't think this long distance marketing will work for us. Thank you. Have a nice day. And I'm a complete retard that I just said, no problem. Have a wonderful day. And like, I'm such a retard because like, I've never heard that as an objection before. And I was like, what the fuck do I say? And because of the stress and the overthinking, and I was like 2 in the moment, I completely forgot about the fact that I could have just fucking looked it up. It was over text. Why wouldn't I just like use AI or use fucking the internet to look up how to handle this objection so I can say something smarter? Why did I give up so easily? What's wrong with me? Why would I do that? And after I wrote it, like 2 minutes later, I'm like, fuck, man. Why the fuck would I answer like that? I felt like a complete retard. Genuinely. So that didn't go well. Afterwards, I thought about it a little bit and I was like, what could I say in this case? Like, it's genuine. I've never heard that before. Like, it's digital marketing. What do you mean know your local area? Like, do they think that the local marketing companies like know something about the people that live there that other people would not? Like, it's not like people's psychology really changes much between different cities or areas. Like, maybe to a certain degree, like if you're from a very different part of the world, but this is just like a normal English speaking country. I know how these people function. What do you mean? So I was completely lost. I had no clue what to say. Then I thought about it for a little bit and I was like, okay, what could I have said? And I was like, okay, yeah, I totally get it. But, you know, all I have to ask then is if I got you these kind of results, 10 clients in 30 days, would it matter if I live down the street or not? Because that's what the system is designed to do, regardless of the area. I thought of saying something like that. And I think it might work, but I don't know if it doesn't really directly answer their problem, which is that they don't believe that anybody outside of the local area would be capable of selling to their area. And I was thinking, like, this would be so much easier if I had clients, because I could have just said something like, oh, well, we got, you know, results in this area for this client, and then in this other area for this client, and in this other area for this client. So, like, we know that it works no matter where it is. But I can't do that because I don't have any past clients. So that fucking annoyed me. Besides that, we do have another call booked next Monday. If they show up, I'm going to send them a bunch of reminders and whatnot, and booking confirmations and stuff, because I don't want to waste my time for appointments that won't show up. Besides that, what I did, your hair is looking less psychopath Patrick, a more sweaty Betty. Yeah, I'm sweating because it was really hot and I went running with my dog like right before stream. So I am just sweating. Speaking of which, I'm gonna turn off my AC because I'm getting a bit cold. Anyway. So, what did I do today? I have to cover that too. So, I was really busy today. I got a decent amount of shit done. Let me show you what I have done. Yep, should be good to switch. You fit your ass in here. Haven't you been live for like 3 weeks? No, actually, I've been live for 63 days in a row. That's what you call consistency. Welcome to day 63, brother. Yeah, it's rough. It's brutal. I'm going for 90. So anyway, this is what I've been doing. So I updated my regular training form that I have on my website to include the new video that I recorded for the video sales letter to put. And I updated my form and whatnot. Then it leads you to the actual training, which is you get to watch the video and then book a call. I updated the calendar to have some qualification questions as well, instead of having them separately. So the way I had it set up before was I had a few questions to qualify people and have them give me all of their information before I give them access to the video or to the blueprint as I was originally advertising. But now I decided, let me just have them give the most relevant information up front to get access. So like their name, phone number, and email address. And let me ask the additional questions for anybody who wants to book a call. Because the people who opt in and who then want to book a call anyway wouldn't mind answering a few questions because they've already made up their mind that they want to book the call. So I don't think it would like lose a lot of people in between. I figured that that'd be a better structure. So that's what I'm doing. Then I made this, which is what we're going to be using to run the new offer we're going to be running on the website. So I made it as like a direct offer where I'm like, okay, I'll get you 10 high quality appointments in 30 days, or we'll work for free. And if you want to see how the system works, click learn more below and it'll take you to a video which shows the training, which is that shows how it works. And that's what this is. So they come on here, they see a thumbnail of the video with a little lock icon, they fill in their details, then they get brought to here, which will have the video embedded and the calendar. Then they would go here if they schedule an appointment. Eventually I'll improve this section of it, but this is just what it is for now. And then I have this other one, which is just book your call, which I'll do with the emails. I also set up the new email campaign that we're going to be running for this with 15 emails. I updated all of that. I tested to make sure that it works. I tested all of these forms to make sure they work. I connected it to my back end so that I get all of their information. I updated my onboarding form to give myself a link. I made a bunch of Stripe links. Then I did, let me show you what else I did. Had a long day today, man. Where is this? Where did I put it? Yeah, I made a bunch of Stripe links for different payments of the downsells. Then I worked out in and around how my downsell process is going to work. If it's free, how are you getting transactions? So the idea is that I say I will get them like X result guaranteed. And I show how the system works to get people to opt in and go like, okay, well, anybody who's interested in that offer would want to see how it would work. And like a low barrier kind of way. Not everybody wants to go on a call. So they would go and check the system on the video. The video is then designed to show them how it works, but also basically sell them on why they don't want to do it themselves. So the whole point of those 8 minutes is to be like, okay, well, here's this. Here's why it's good. Here's why you should do it. but here's why you would rather have us do it for you. That's basically the general gist of the video. And then it gives them the opportunity to book into our calendar. And for anybody who doesn't, we also send them a bunch of emails to give them more value, which is with like detailed breakdowns of individual parts of the system and how it works. So how to make a good offer with specific examples to the home services industry, which is what we're targeting. How to like run good ads and what you should put in your ads and stuff like that. Receive notion of value in the future because of free stuff. Yes, exactly. I gotta get more affiliate. Is it just you? Yes, this is a solo thing. I'm gonna get more affiliated links on my web page. Is there like a marketing firm that focuses on just affiliated links? There are some marketing agencies which focus on that, yeah. Probably SEO agencies. But you could literally just like reach out to places. A lot of websites which specialize in like posting other websites to improve their own ranking. A lot of them would probably just put you on their website for free if you just emailed them, because they would get something out of it. So just ask, like just email people and just go like, hey, I have this site. Do you want to put it up on your page? Some will say yeah, some will say no. I don't really know. I haven't really thought about that kind of marketing before. It's above my current expertise. I'll come back next stream, bro. Keep it up. Thanks. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. So the other thing that I did is this payment downsell thing. Let me share this as well. Here's this. So this is basically what we would say if they don't want to buy the upfront offer. So if we pitch the 6K and they're like, oof, can't do that. I say, okay, well, normally it's 6K upfront, but look, if the cash flow is the only thing holding you back, we can split it up. When's your next big inflow of cash? And if they say like sometime soon, I don't know, like next month, usually it's like a monthly thing. It's harder to know for businesses. Like usually, if this was a B2C, you could ask them like, when's your next paycheck? But for this, it's a little less likely to work, but whatever. I said, want to put the half down today and the rest when you get paid? If they can't, what's the most you can put down today? And then when they offer the amount, great, we'll put that down today and put the rest when you get paid. Is that fair enough? If they say no, we say, got it, so money's tight. Real quick, I just want to be sure on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to do this? If they say a 7 or below, I say, why not a 10? And then something like, you're right, I think we may have something that could be a better fit for you. But it depends on how they answer. Like, you know, I'm not going to plan out every single possible part of the dialogue tree. And then I would sell them something different or use feature downsell. So basically, I would like remove stuff from the system to lower the price. If they say 8 or above, I'd say, okay, awesome. Don't worry, we're going to figure out a way to make this happen. How about we do 3 monthly payments of 2,000 instead? That way the system can start paying for itself before you even finish the payment. Is that fair enough? If they're still saying, I'd be like, okay, all right, got it, cool. And I would take a little bit of a pause. I'm like, okay, how about if we did 6 monthly payments of 1,000? Would that be fair enough? And then if they're still not happy, like I just wouldn't have anything else left to offer them. I'd be like, look, is it the, I would ask them, I'd be like, is it that you're not sure if we can get the results, or is it that you're not sure, is it just you don't have that kind of money to spend, or what is it? You know, because at that point, like a business should have that kind of money to invest. And if they don't, it's probably more fear-based. So I'd be like, okay, well, what we can do is we can do the 6 months at 1,000, but if you want the extra security, what I can do is make the first 30 days a trial period. So if we run it for 30 days and you're not happy with the results, you're not happy with how it's going, we can just refund you and cancel it, and you won't have to pay for the remainder of the 5 months. And that would get rid of the fear. So, I'm checking the Gmail right now. Got contacted by a Kathy with a group health field zone. Looks like spam. They're talking about credit scores. Yeah, probably spam. This hasn't changed. This hasn't changed. Then I have the onboarding. Since I've showed this now, I'll have to change this, unfortunately. Anyway, so this is just what I would say during onboarding. Let me just change that real quick while I'm here because I will forget. I just don't want people to like open that site and spam a bunch of my forms. Please explain what's going on. Just joined. I'm just going through what I've been doing today for the business. That's about it. Let me see which tab is it. It's here. Let me change a bunch of these letters. There we go. Publish. And I will re-upload it in this document. Man, I am fucking tired. Okay, cool. Now let's go through this entire massive sales script that I have ran. That's not the right way to say that. That I have written. Here you go. So, this is my entire sales script that I wrote today as well. So we have the rapport section. Can I work for you looking for real life experience? What do you do? And I don't have any money right now. I can't pay you, brother. I'm sorry. If you want to join the team just to like do some small tasks or something, you're welcome to do that. I can teach you some stuff that I know at this point. If you want to talk about it more like privately, you can join my Discord. If you just click my profile on YouTube and you go to the top of my page, you'll see a Discord link there. You can join there and then like add me as a friend. You can message me privately. So the rapport section, say, can you hear me? I feel like these calls pretty much always start with, hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm trying to keep it light and funny. So this would be like, hey, you know, I feel like these calls pretty much always start like that. Say, hey, how's your day going? You know, have you been on many video calls today or am I the lucky one? And then we'd talk a little bit. I'm like, so, hey, what is it you do exactly? This might change, like, depending on the context. If I know what they're doing, obviously, I wouldn't say that. Okay, hope you get to see my message and request from probably bunch. From the probably bunch. You mean, like, from all the people that text? I do get a decent amount, but it's not, like, a huge amount. It's fine. I'm just quite busy, so I might not respond immediately, but I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Then I would just talk about how they got in their industry for a bit. Like, this is all meant to take, like, you know, 4 or 5 minutes. So, yes, I got your friend request just to give you the peace of mind. I'm assuming that's you anyway. So, this whole section is just meant to make like a little light banter. Oopsie. A little light banter so we could build up some rapport. So it's not that weird to talk. Then I say, all right, cool. Well, I'd like to ask you a few questions just to see if the system even makes sense for you. Or it depends on what we're pitching. Like if we're pitching something free, like a decoy offer, then we'd be like, okay, so are you here for the free thing or are you here for long-term results? Just added you, hoping to hear from you. Yeah, you will. Don't worry. I don't ignore people. I can't promise when though. Maybe tomorrow. I'll see. I'm pretty busy this week. So then I have the qualification questions. If a prospect doesn't want to answer questions, assure them that you're not being nosy or want to annoy them. Just want to make sure you can actually help them. If they don't want to answer, reject the sale. Find their pain, and when someone gives vague answers, circle back. These are just like some small tips to remind myself. Tomorrow it is. How old are you? Just so I know. Then I have the questions. So I have context and goals. Like just to start, can you walk me through your program service is designed for? What's the number one growth goal you're focused on right now? What do you think is the biggest challenge slowing you down from hitting that goal? Have you tried anything to fix that? If nothing changed for the next few months, how would that affect you? Then we have problem discovery. How's your appointment show rate doing? Do you get a lot of no-shows? If the no-shows are low, how's that affecting your close rate? If that's low, how's your sales team reacting to the close rate and show rate being low? How's your employee churn? How do you what do you do with people who contact you but don't buy right away? What impact does all of this have on your guys' ability to scale at the rate you really want to? I have quite a lot of questions here. I might reduce some of them just to focus on like the really important ones because I don't want to have the calls take too long. As we get more results, we can start adding some of these questions into like our pre-screening qualification, and it would speed up the calls. 20, sadly. Why sadly? What's wrong with being 20? Lead gen and sales metrics. So you're running any paid ads right now? If no, have you tried ads in the past? If yes, which platforms are you using? How much are you spending per month? How many clients are you bringing in per week or month on average? What's the average revenue per client, either per month or their lifetime value? And then what made you decide to take this call or look for help now? What outcome were you hoping we could possibly help you achieve? And is growing the business a real priority for you? So those are the qualification questions we have currently. I feel like I have no motion. Motion? Like as in you're not progressing with anything? Is that what you mean? What are you currently doing? Are you in college or work? So then we have the sales pitch, which I already covered one of the previous days. You can, rewind this after it's finished if you don't want to go find where it was previously. It doesn't matter if I share these links, I guess. If anybody wants to pay me $6,000, you're welcome to. Yes, I'm in college too. Yes. Okay. What are you doing in college? Then I have a bunch of objection handling here written too. So in case they have any objections, I just want to think about it. Yeah, that's not a problem. I guess, what was it that you were maybe wanting to go over in your mind? Just so I know what kind of questions you'll have when we talk again. And usually people will just open up and tell you what the real problem is right there. You can also make this a little bit lower, even lower pressure by saying, yeah, sure, no problem. Are you free like this and this day? And then you would schedule something and then you'd say, okay, well, before I go, what was it that you were planning to go on in your mind? Yada, yada. Next thing, you want me to buy today? No, you don't have to do anything. Where do you feel like we should go from here? And a lot of the time people will just say, I want to think about it. And if that's the case, we just go back to this. You have proof testimonials from other clients. And then I'm just keeping it very honest because I'm trying to be honest and authentic and transparent. I'm not putting up fake reviews. I'm not putting up fake case studies. I'm not lying that I've worked with people previously. I want to do this legit. So this is what I came up with. I'll be honest with you. I don't have past clients or testimonials yet. This is a new system I built because I saw the gap in how home service businesses are getting clients. Home service businesses, probably easier to say. Home service businesses are getting clients. I wanted to create something better, something that was fast to launch. No other company launches this kind of system in under 10 days, nowhere near it. Something that's effortless on your side. Literally, all you have to do is fill out a short form and we do the rest. And something that filters for serious buyers, whereas most marketing agencies just run ads and hope for the best. We make sure your leads actually buy. If that's a problem for you, I completely understand. You see how I'm kind of like sneakily like injecting the if that's a problem for you, because this is actually relating to me not having previous clients. But because I just said all of these benefits that they would get, and then I'm saying if that's a problem for you, I feel like psychologically might kind of trick them into forgetting what question they even asked and make it sound more like, oh, you'll get all of this nice stuff, but if that's a problem for you, you get what I'm trying to say? So say, if that's a problem for you, I completely understand. I'd be skeptical in your position as well, which is exactly why I'm offering a full guarantee. If you don't get results, I'll either work for free until you do, or I'll completely refund you. Simple as that. My reputation matters to me, and I want to earn your trust the right way by doing great work, over-delivering, and letting results speak for themselves. So fully upfront and honest, delivered with confidence. Software engineering is my major, but I'm more into UI, UX design, generally video editing too, and also started working with motion graphics. Cool. I just want to work with real projects, need the experience, or what you have going on. I'm interested in your vision. Sure. I mean, I'm down to listen and see what it is that you want to work on. And I'd be willing to like vouch for you, say that you worked for us. You could put that on your CV and stuff. Yeah, could totally do that. I'm not sure what I could like have you do though, because I'm not like in the position right now where I need anything done. that's like related to UI, UX design, or actually, you said video editing. You could do the video editing. That would actually be really useful. I would totally vouch for you for that. And we can make some kind of agreement that, like, when I make some money, I would pay you back for the work. Because I could really use a video editor. I'm super cooked on time right now. The video editing would be great. That is something I'd definitely be interested in. Anyway, next objection. I need to talk to my wife/partner. Well, what would happen if they said no? Well, I would do it anyways. Boom, go for the close. If they say, I don't think I would do it, I say, well, why do you think they'd be opposed to this? And then usually they would give their objections here. If they still don't, then use past agreements. So you're like, well, do they know that you're struggling, or are they happy that you're struggling with this problem? They don't know the problem, then how would they know what you need? But if they say they know the problem and don't approve of it, then why would they be opposed to you fixing something they already don't approve of? Then at the end you go, well, look, hey, at the end of the day, sometimes it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, right? It's very chill. Yeah, I'm down. Cool. Okay. I will speak with you about that tomorrow. Although, like, I don't really, in terms of the experience, like, you could just start your own, like, YouTube channel or something. Do you just not want to be on camera? You could give your own experience to yourself and possibly benefit from it. You wouldn't have to trust me, a complete stranger, that I will, you know, be grateful and pay you back when I have the ability to do so. I would, but, you know, I'm a stranger to you, so why would you believe me? I'm just curious, is it that you just don't really want to do it for yourself? I know not everybody wants to be on camera online. How do I know? I was actually one of those people for a very long time, but I decided to change that because I was like, you know what? I need to build up some more confidence. So I kind of forced myself to do it. How do I know you'll actually get these results from me? Honestly, you don't. All I can do is show you the logic behind the system and why every part is there to increase the chances of booked calls to serious buyers. But no system is magic. That's why I don't make wild promises. What I do offer is this. I'll do all the work. I'll build a funnel, write your emails, host everything, run the ads, etc. And I'll keep working for free until you hit your numbers. And if for some reason it still doesn't deliver, I'll completely refund you. I'm not here to win by convincing. My reputation matters to me, and I want to win by actually doing the work and making sure you get the results so we both benefit. Why should we pick you? We specialize specifically in the home services industry, so we're always up to speed with the most effective way of advertising for your niche. And as far as I know, we're also the only agency that has this offer, specifically regarding how fast we launch, how effortless it is on your side, and the fact that we give you the complete system to keep. We already have someone doing that. That's great. Are you satisfied with the results, or is there room for improvement somewhere? I want to pray about it. This is more of a rare one. And I talk about the parable of the three boats. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, basically I'll just read this to you. It's about a guy who's stuck at sea. What happens to him is the boat comes to save him. Now, do you know what he says to the boat that comes to save him? He says, no thanks, God's gonna save me. A few days pass, next boat comes, it's a big storm, huge waves, and he says the same thing. No, God's gonna save me. A few days later, another boat comes up. No, God will save me. All these people are out here trying to save him, so then after denying help from everybody, he dies, goes to heaven, and asks God, I put all my faith in you, I believed in you, I prayed to you, I asked you for help, and what did you do? What do you think God said to him? I send these three boats. I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I'm not saying God is telling you to make this decision. What I'm saying to you is that you need to make decisions on your own life and how to get to where you want to go. Because what God tends to do is he puts things inside of your path that you're going to get to the right, that are going to get you to the right place. Again, I'm not telling you that this is what you need. I don't know your path. And yeah, I still need to work on it a little bit, but you kind of get the idea. Like, yeah, I don't know your path, but like, you get what I'm trying to say. We want a local marketing company. Yeah, this is the one that I just dealt with. This is a problem I dealt with today. So I was like, fuck, I got to include this in my objection handling. So I did. I totally get it. Only thing I'd ask is if in 30 days I got you 10 qualified appointments with your ideal customers from your local area, would it matter if I live down the street or not? Because that's exactly what the system is built to do. Why did I choose you if you've been doing it for only 3 months and this other company's been doing it for 10 years? Well, X amount of time. This is kind of outdated now. But still, same principle applies. I'm you, so I have a name to make for myself. To this other company, you're just a name in their long order book. They're not scared of upsetting you. You'll be one of my first clients ever, and it's very important to me that I make this work for you and for me. I'm the hardest working person you'll ever find, and I'm here to guarantee you with my name on the dotted line that I'm going to pull this off. If I can't get you the results, I will tarnish my own reputation, so I have to make it work. And that is it. That is all I have done today. Quite a lot of shit. Took a while. 40 minutes almost of just describing what I've been doing. So, you know, I did a lot when it takes me almost 40 minutes just to fucking explain to you everything I did. I've had a long day. I can't lie, I feel the universe moved me here. Public speaking too is not my major. I want to learn from the business too. Whatever you have, you do, I'm down as long as I work close. Yeah, sure, no problem. Totally. I mean, look, I may not have gotten any clients yet in the amount of time that I've been reaching out. We've only been reaching out for like a month or so. We tried emails and those weren't going well, and I was still building like the offers and everything else alongside it. So it's been a little slow. But I can tell you, after I've been doing this for how long? Since around January, I've been doing it seriously. I've learned so much at this point. Like, it's unbelievable. I'm like an entire marketing department at this point. That like I can do everything. I know how to do video editing, social media management. I know how to make like semi-viral posts. I made a couple just to prove it, but then I stopped because I was busy. I know how to do email marketing. I know how to run Facebook ads. I know how to build websites. I know how to connect the forms and stuff to backends. I know how to build certain AI automations. I know how to do cold outreach. I know how to write like lead magnets. I know how to do copywriting. I just know everything. Like literally, I am the complete system. I know how to write good offers. I know it all at this point. I'm telling you with no exaggeration, I'm like an entire marketing department at this point in my head. Now it's all just combining everything and putting it into practice, which is what we've been doing. In the past week, we've gotten about 11 or 12 leads at 15 euro a lead, which is pretty decent. I'm still improving my funnel. We're still improving our ads. Hopefully, they're going to start getting us better and better results. I also know how to do sales, as I just covered. So, like, I know how to do a lot. So we'll see. Hopefully, I know how to apply everything. Because knowing is one thing, but applying is a different beast. So, we'll see. We'll see. Within the next month, it's doomsday. Because we have about a little less than 3 grand left. And we don't have a lot to put into the marketing budget anymore without getting anything in return. So we really, really need to make a sale in the next 30 days or I'm going to lose my house. Exactly where and what I want to be. Nice. And just a PDF. Hey, what's up? Damn, list as long as... yeah, it's long. Do online PAs work? Because I like to be yours, believe in you like crazy. What is PA? I really don't. I'm not a fan of acronyms. I'll tell you that up front. We had this instance like a month ago where some guy said that he was doing like CSE. And I was like, what is CSE? And I looked it up and it said childhood sexual exploitation. And I was like, I don't think that that's what this guy was talking about. And no, he was not. He was talking about computer science engineering. So since then, I've always had a problem with acronyms in general, because nobody outside of your industry ever understands what the acronyms mean because there's so many in so many industries. But after that day, I've started believing it even more. Just joined your live. Do you have a team you're working with? Nope, it is completely solo. My mission here is to prove that you can start an online business from zero, from scratch, knowing nothing. From the moment of trying to learn the skill. We have a few things actually where we're like reading books and taking courses. Um, and doing it completely alone with very little money investment, with no external investors and no job and no income. I really, really, really wanted to do that and accomplish it. That's what I'm doing this for. Do online personal assistants work? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Could you elaborate? Hi, Endless. So why are you saying hi to yourself? Welcome back, Endless Hope. What's up? I feel like I don't know much about you. Like, you come here pretty often, but I feel like you also don't say very much most of the time. Ugh, I'm sweating, man. Okay. Anyway, our funnel will, I'm like 95% confident our funnel is gonna be ready to, our new funnel is gonna be ready to launch tomorrow. I actually just started affiliate marketing on Digistore24. My challenge has been with lead generation. I don't have a budget for it. What would you advise? So by affiliate marketing, do you mean that you're trying to sell other people's stuff? Hey, new sub. Thank you. Creative XP Studio. Nice. Okay. Yes. Cool. So what are the margins like? What's the sale price of the item and what percentage are you making? Preferably just give me the flat value of what you're making. So what you're selling it for and what you're making. I've never heard of Digistore. I don't know a huge amount of affiliate marketing. I know like a little bit, a decent bit, like more than most people. But it's not, that's something that I could definitely learn more of. Commission's good is 50%, but what's the sale price? It's good to make everything strange. Okay, I guess. I mean, can I be your personal assistant? I mean, whatever at all. I just want to work with you, bro. Sure. I mean, why not? If you know how to follow, if you're capable of following simple instructions and you're not lazy, then will work great. I despise laziness and like complaints, and I also despise when people can't follow simple instructions. Very capable, 100% not lazy. Okay, perfect. I'll take your word for it because I don't have time to test you on that, and I could really use some help with the video editing. So I still remember this guy Gordon. He stopped coming to the streams. He was around for like the first couple of weeks. He asked me for like $10, and I told him when I make my first sale, I'm gonna give it to him. I wonder if he's ever gonna come back for it. Depends on what you're trying to market. It can be anything from digital products to health supplements. Yes, but what are you trying to market? I want to know like your situation. You're saying you started affiliate marketing. What is it that you want to sell? What's the sale price on the thing you want to sell? Test me on field. Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. You know what? If you can, do you have any samples of your video editing work? Would you be able to send me some so I could take a look at it? Health supplements. So give me the average sale price. You don't have like, what's that gonna range? Supplements like 20 to $70 probably. Give me just an average, preferably like a single number of what you want to sell. Average sale price is 200. Okay, so are those like bundles or single products? Probably bundles, right? I mean, I guess it depends on what supplements you're talking about. Whenever people say supplements, I always think like fitness supplements. You could be talking about something completely different that is actually worth that. Bundles, okay. Okay, so you want to, and are they from reputable brands? Would it be from brands that most people would know, or would it be more obscure brands? Manufacturing USA. Okay. So, 200 bucks sale price. What are the products specifically? Like, are they some kind of pills? Are they fitness supplements for like working out? Are they, what is it specifically? What's the product? I just want to know what kind of niche you'd be targeting with it. Is it like fat burners? Is it, pills mostly? For what? What do the pills do? Who's your target audience? Do you know? It would save me asking all the questions if you just knew your target audience. I just want to run the numbers on how hard I think it would be to make these sales. Americans. Okay, so that tells me you don't know your target audience. Because by target audience, I mean like specific people. Americans is not specific enough. It's like, are you what age group are you targeting? What is their pain? What is their problem? Who are you selling to? Why would they buy it? Like that kind of stuff. You need to know all of this information if you want to have any chance of selling anything to anyone, especially affiliate products. Because affiliate products are usually hard because of the margins being thin. So like let's just say, assuming something like fitness supplements, like you want to sell fat burners to like middle-aged moms trying to lose weight. Well, you need to really like pick very specific niches to target and then build offers around that. You could honestly, it's probably more so like you can basically treat them as if they're your product and build like a specific offer around it, write all the copy, build a landing page and stuff. Otherwise, like I just don't see it working too well because the margins, 50% commission is not like it's pretty good for affiliate marketing, but you still need to convince people that they need the thing, and it's not like that's not a huge purchase price, but it's more than most people usually spend willy-nilly online. Like usually I found that a pretty sweet number is around like 50 bucks for a product. Usually that sells fairly easily for like e-commerce type stuff. The higher ticket stuff, not that it's high ticket, like 200 is not high ticket, but for e-commerce it's like higher than the average. I'd be trying to think like what would be the best way to do that, I wonder. I don't even know if ads would be best for that. I know obviously there are people who make it work, but I just don't know what strategy would be best. Maybe you could do something like if you were doing fitness products, maybe you could do it something like you could be a fitness trainer giving away health fitness advice, do a 2-step lead generation campaign, get some leads to book in to get either free consultations on their fitness or something like that. And then in the fitness consultations, you would try to sell them something like a fitness program, expecting them to say no. And instead, you would, if they say no, you'd be like, okay, well, look, we can help you set up this plan. Here's this plan for free that we could give you. And to help speed up your progress, you can buy these and these supplements from this and this website. And those supplements would be your affiliate supplements. This is just like a general strategy I've kind of just come up with off the top of my head that I think would work quite well. What's your take on Facebook ads? They're pretty awesome. Every time I've ran Facebook ads, they've worked pretty decently. I like them. It's a big part of my service. I hope I don't know how well I explained what I was just talking about. I hope it makes sense to you, like my thought process here. Challenges AM across the world. What? What do you mean by that? It made sense, yes. Okay. Yeah, because going straight for a sale with e-commerce stuff is not super easy. You need a decent budget for testing to make sure you know, like you find what works. You need to know how to deliver the message properly. You need to have good landing pages. You need to show like do good retargeting campaigns because a lot of people don't buy e-commerce stuff the first time that they see it, but they would the more they see it. And if you don't have a lot of budget with stuff like supplements, you could have a decent chance growing like an Instagram page or something organically if you learn how to make like semi-viral content. You could probably make some good content for it. And if you find a content piece that does really well, you can take that and run it as an ad and then retarget the people who see that video with a call to action to buy the thing. There's another strategy for you. If you're low on budget, I think organic social media is like one of the easiest ways to do it as long as you have a lot of time to spare. It's the cheapest, but takes the longest. Email marketing is then slightly above that, but is a little faster. Like there's a little cost, but it's faster if you do it well. And then above that is more expensive, but even faster, which is advertising. And I forgot to mention, actually, there's also warm outbound. So you would try to sell to friends and family. There are some strategies for that too. Like, for example, you would talk to some people that you know. You'd gather a list of every single person that you know or that you have ever met in your life. Strike up a conversation with them. Get to the point where you're talking about work or something with them. And when they ask you about like what you're doing for work and whatnot, you could tell them about your business. And you could ask them, hey, like, is there anybody you know that would be looking for something like the thing that we're selling? And that's an opportunity as well. That's called warm outbound. Then you have cold outbound, which is emails. Then you have social media, organic, and then you have advertising. Those are the main 4 ways of getting customers. There are obviously more strategies than that, but like this is like the majority of it. These are the most important, the ones that get you the most. Anyway, I've been going for almost an hour. I didn't expect to go this long, actually. I'm gonna call it a day. Because I want to go to bed because I'm tired. So, thanks everybody so much for watching. I appreciate having you all here. It's always nice to get a different audience streaming at a different time. Yeah. That's about it. Later, man. Good stream. Thanks, Elabek. Enjoy your day, man. Bye, Investopedia. Bye.